Hi all, I'm back and now we're going to do the skirt, and I have to say the skirt is absolutely fun. It's a technique that I did, oh my goodness, about 15 years ago in another software, and I've been playing a lot in this one, and I love the way this software deals with this type of stitch. I have to tell you though, as many times as I've done this design, the skirt comes out differently every time. So don't be frustrated if you try this technique and it's not exactly the way you want it to look. It's easy enough, start over. The stitch we're going to use is the column stitch, which is right here, and it's going to be selecting this. We will make adjustments to this stitch after we've plotted our nodes. So let's select this stitch. We're only using the outline of the skirt that the little fairy came with just as a guide, and it's not going to be exact. Again, I have to say it is not going to be exactly like the skirt that came on the fairy. So I'm going to start at her waist, and remember this particular stitch requires left, right, or 1-2 alternating sides. So I'm going to start at her waist and I'm going to come out to the point and click. I'm going to come back and go up, and this is just a very random way of putting in these points, but what happens in the end is amazing. Click, 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 and around the waist, down and up. And I always run out of room, it seems like, but that's okay because I can go back later and adjust. And I'm going to come up just a little bit further and right click. Now that kind of looks cool like that, but it's too opaque. We don't want an opaque skirt for our little sweet little fairy. So we are going to come to the stitch preferences. We are going to move our density, and we're going to set it at 12.7-ish. And that looks pretty nice, but there's one trick that's absolutely amazing. Contour 2. So I can actually bring my density down just a little bit to get more skirt. And we'll go at about a 10, let's go 8.4. And now I'm going to look and I'm going to rearrange my nodes. Okay, it's really about all there is to it. And I'm going to make my nodes so that I have some movement in my skirt. So I'm going to select my nodes and I'm going to bring them around, maybe changing just a little bit of my curve. And don't be afraid to get this one to overlay by simply moving the Bezier or Bezier, depending on what you want to call it, to underneath, making a very sharp point. That's actually what gives you like what looks like I guess they're called flounces in a little girl's skirt. Remember, I told you it looks different every single time. And we're going to have another one. Maybe not. Wrong way. Sorry. And there you can see that her skirt is now just, it looks almost like she's dancing. There we go. I kind of like that. So let's take and zoom out. And her skirt, we're going to change the color because I think we can see it now. So we're going to go to preferences and we're just going to set to default. And apply and OK. I like the way that skirt looks. It's very, very ballet looking. I don't want it a different color though. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to select the skirt. I'm going to select color and go to one color. Cancel that. I think what I'll do is I'll go to design, go to one color, and I'm going to have her be I'm going to make it easy to see. We're going to do her in green because I did her for St. Patrick's Day. And there you have it. She looks pretty good. Now, finally, though, there's always the final cleanup. So I want to get rid of 2.1, which is a line, 2.2 on my computer, which is a line, and those are the former outlines of the skirt. And I'm going to take and select my whole design, Control A, and I'm going to go to Auto Entry, Auto Exit. And I think my design is just about ready to be sewn. What I really need to do is go back. I like to add tie-offs, and I can go back and do that, especially with my column. So let's look at the skirt. I go to my tools, the bow tie looking one, tie at entry, tie at exit, and I'm good to go. And now I can save this as whatever I want, and it will save to my machine, and we'll be stitching it out. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you've learned a lot. Until next time, bye.